guys, today we're gonna do a wedding guest makeup look and outfit idea. So if you like what you see, just keep on watching. All right, so let's get started. First I'm gonna prep my eyes with the concealer that I'm planning on using for Shape Tape. I'm gonna apologize with this tutorial. I'm probably gonna use a little bit more higher end than I did in the last one. I ordered a bunch of stuff online and it hasn't gotten to me yet, so we're gonna just make do with what we have. So I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape for both to prep my eye and then as my concealer. And I'm making sure to drag it all the way into my inner corner where I'm bluer. So we're gonna set that. We're gonna use the Mad for Mattes e.l.f. palette again. It's kind of become one of my go-tos for right now. I'm gonna use the first one just to set that powder above the crease and in the crease. Kind of make sure that take the stickiness out of the Shape Tape and set it in place so it doesn't crease. And then I'm gonna take the third one in the palette and do my transition. And I am doing my eyes first today because I did a practice with this, the other palette I'm gonna use, and it has a little bit of fallout. So, and we are planning on doing our makeup and having it on from like 11:30 to 9:30 at night. So we wanna make sure that our makeup lasts all day, and like one of the best ways to do that is to do your foundation after you do your eyeshadow. So that's what we're gonna do. And this is the M502 brush from Morphe, and I've used it for everything that we've done so far. And then I'm gonna take the fourth shade and just add that to kind of what we've been doing. I switch over to the CoverGirl Rose eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna take the third and the fifth shade together and kind of go over what we've been doing. And this just adds dimension and depth to the eye. And then, so my plan is to do like a rose gold look, which you should have seen in the intro. Transitioning from that brown color, those brown colors kind of into like a pinker rose gold color. And just even go a little bit deeper and a little bit heavy-handed. I'm gonna take the M540 from Morphe and just blend everything together. It's clean. There's nothing on it. And I'm actually gonna take, because I kind of want it a little bit deeper, so I'm gonna take 6th shade in the Mad for Mattes, so this one, on the M433, and just deepen up this crease. Next we're gonna take a Morphe 310 brush. It's just a synthetic flat haired brush. And I'm gonna take concealer. And I am going to kind of, not cut the crease a little bit, but just define it. Because we're gonna use some pigment, and so we're just gonna give this pigment something sticky to stick to. Then we're gonna take Honeybee pigment in Sunset Strip, looks like this. I'm gonna take a flat oval brush, just like a smaller version of what we just used. And put that everywhere we just put the concealer. So cover up all that concealer. Spray just a little bit of Fix Plus on that and just do that all over again. So I'm doing my face second because I knew I was working with pigments and that I didn't want, if I did have fallout, I can just quickly wipe off my face. But another way is kind of to look down and then it just won't catch on your cheeks. And then we're gonna take back the M433 again and then take that shade that we used to deepen up the outer corner, blend everything together so it looks like you have a seamless look. All right, so I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe and wipe away any fallout that I have. I'm gonna take my Fit Me Matte and Poreless and Shave 120 Classic Ivory and just dot that all over my face. Nothing too exciting. So I'm not using anything with sunscreen because I might be in some pictures at this wedding. And you don't want to use anything with sunscreen if you're taking flash photography because it can cause a white or like a cast back and make you look pale and washed out. All right, so I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape as my concealer. I use the shade Light Neutral. I don't use a whole lot of this. A little bit does go a long way. Again, I'm gonna apologize that some of this stuff is definitely a little bit more higher end than what I did in my last video. Like I said, I did order a whole bunch of stuff, but it did not come in time for me to film this video because the wedding technically is tomorrow, but I wanted, she asked me to help her out with her makeup, so I don't want to take the time to film a tutorial when I have to help her do her makeup. I don't want to be late because I was filming. So I'm just going to take the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and set underneath my eyes just a little bit. Also do like my nose, my nostrils, I set in there, and then I do my smile lines a little bit because I do find that that foundation creeps up inside my smile lines if I'm wearing makeup all day. And hopefully I should be smiling a lot tomorrow because weddings are supposed to be a good thing. We're gonna do a little bit of contouring. I am just gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Now I do have like the whole contour kit. I kind of wish I didn't buy the whole contour kit because I don't use really anything out of the contour kit except the color Fawn, the middle color, the lower middle color, like really ever. So they do sell it in individual packs, and I kind of wish I had just bought that color. I think it's like 10 bucks for that, but like 40 bucks or something like that for this. I think I did get it on sale though, because it was like, I don't think I spent 40 bucks on it. All right, so we're just gonna, you gotta just go underneath a little bit. Like I said, I do use it's a cool tone brown, so I'm just doing a little tiny bit. That's it. That's all I'm doing, just a little. Tiny bit. It's not necessarily, you don't need to do it. It's just an all-day event, so I figure might as well go a little all out. So then I just blend up, and then I'm gonna do my bronzer, and so then I'm taking my Rimmel Natural Bronze in Sun Bronze, and a big fluffy brush. For my blush, I'm gonna take this Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Pool Party. And I'm just taking this one. I don't know if it has a name. Cash. I'm going to use the same angled brush we used to contour. For highlight, I'm going to take the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Trio, and I'm just going to across all of them. Honestly, you probably could just use the e.l.f. one that I used in the last video. It gives kind of the same effect. It's like a natural glow. And I'm gonna take my stippling brush and just run that all over, kind of blend everything together. I'm gonna take an E17 brush and just take the third shade in this e.l.f. palette and run it along the whole lash line. And then I'm gonna take the third and the fifth, I'm gonna mix together on an E17. Just a little pencil brush. I'm gonna take the fourth and the fifth shade from this and run them all over too. Take that E17 brush again and just blend it out. I'm gonna take the sixth one in the rose palette right here on that E17 again and just do the outer corner. I'm gonna use the flat brush that we used for doing the Honeybee Sunset strip, and I'm gonna use Honeybee Flirtatious loose pigment. So I'm gonna spray my brush again, and I'm gonna use that on my inner corner. So I'm gonna take the Sephora waterproof eyeliner in brown. Just add it to the waterline to add dimension to and like a lash line, because I don't really like wearing fake lashes. Take that E17 again. And curl your lashes. And if you want to add false lashes, go ahead, by any means add false lashes. I just don't really like them. I don't know. I tried to put them on the other night, but I think my glue is bad. I would suggest wearing waterproof mascara. I'm just going to use my Marc Jacobs real fast. I like the Voluminous Carbon Black, but the wedding's tomorrow, so I don't really feel like putting on waterproof mascara and having to scrub that off my eyes. But when you go to a wedding, doing waterproof mascara is always a good thing if you're a crier like I am. I'm going to use the Maybelline Brow Definer, or Definer Duo. And then I'm going to take the Ready Set Brow by Benefit and set those brows. And I'm gonna take real fast the second one in the rose palette right there, on a small fluffy brush, blendy brush, and I am gonna highlight my brow bone. I'm gonna take a little bit of that on my highlighting brush. So I'm going to use this NYX Peekaboo Neutral Lip Liner. I'm going to take Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Allison. camera died, and so while it was charging, I put my hair up in like a French twist, and I have no idea what it actually looks like behind, so I'm not gonna show you how I did it. For my finishing touch, I did take just a little bit of the second one on my finger and just just a little bit, and then took my beauty blender and kind of blended that out a little bit. All right, I'll be right back with my dress and show you the finished look, okay? So this is the final look. I got the dress from Francesca's, and I got these earrings from Francesca's. My shoes are from Calvin Klein, but I got them at Ross. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and outfit idea for a wedding guest. If you could subscribe, click that like button, leave some comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Let's take a picture.